We're looking at systems of equations today. Look at an example. This is just like number 5, so I want to make sure to go through this problem because we talked about systems today. So the idea for number 5, and when you deal with the system, the first thing you look for is if your coefficients are opposite of each other. So if you look at the coefficients here for x, this is -1, this is +1. Those are opposites of each other. So we're going to deal with the x, but I want you to look at the y's as well. This is a +6, this is a -1. Notice they are opposites. One's positive, one's negative, but they have to be the same number as well. So that's 6, that's -1, that doesn't work. So what happens here is this -1 and 1 would actually cancel, and all we do is combine our like terms and bring them down. So 6 minus 1 would be 5y. 11 minus 6 would be 5. And then we just solve for y. So from there, we divide both sides by 5, so y equals 1, because 5 over 5 is 1. So that is part of our answer. We need to find out, essentially, what does x equal. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of these equations. We're going to plug in y into one of our equations. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it into the bottom one, because to me x minus y equals -6. There's a lot less going on there. So what does y equal? Well, y equals 1. So we're going to plug that in. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put x minus y equals -6. We said that y equals 1. So it's x minus 1 equals -6. That's what it looks like, because y equals 1. Again, make that connection there. Make that connection. Now it's a one-step equation from here. We're going to add 1. So x equals -6 plus 1 is -5. And that would be the answer. So now if you put it into an xy answer, our x is 5 and our y is 1. So on the coordinate plane, we'd go to 5, 1. Hopefully that made sense. Again, ask questions. I think I'll go over a more difficult problem, but you have to make sure you can understand this basic problem of they're going to cancel out in the beginning because they're opposites. They do get a little more challenging that we'll see in future videos.